Fighting continues in eastern Ukraine. Russia said on Tuesday that its forces had taken full control of residential neighborhoods in the eastern city of Severodonetsk. Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu said Russian forces were seeking to control the city's industrial zone and nearest settlement. He also said the ports of Mariupol and Berdyansk, controlled by Russian forces, were ready to resume grain shipments. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy said the situation in Severodonetsk was difficult, but he vowed to recover all territory, saying a stalemate with Russia is, quote, not an option. So the conflict in Ukraine has deepened an already devastating global food crisis as fighting continues between Ukraine and Russia, two countries that provide a third of the world's wheat supplies. With huge stocks of grain stuck in Ukrainian ports, there is a desperate need for sensitive diplomacy, and Turkey is trying to play an active role in solving the bottleneck. Mihal Badvid reports.
As the world is facing a massive food crisis, over 20 million tons of grains are in risk of rotting away in Ukraine's Black Sea ports, which have been blocked due to the conflict between Kyiv and Moscow. UN officials have warned of dire consequences if the fighting continues.
The solution to this mass demand and urgent support require political will. An unblocking trade routes in the Black Sea must remain the priority. Failure to open those ports will result in famine, destabilization, and mass migration around the world.
Turkey has been making intense diplomatic efforts to be part of the solution, and many analysts stress the country is in a strong position to take action.
All ships departing from the Black Sea, including Russia and Ukraine, have to pass through the Istanbul Strait. Therefore, Istanbul and Turkey are in a very important location due to their geographical location. In addition, Turkey has become a country that can stand equally close to both countries and carry out a sensitive and balanced diplomacy in the conflict between Russia and Ukraine.
Turkish officials have announced they are working with Russia, Ukraine, and the UN on establishing an observation mechanism in Istanbul that would be controlled by the UN and monitored by Russia and Ukraine. A command center to coordinate shipments from Ukraine through the Black Sea via the Bosphorus Strait. Ankara says it would facilitate and protect the passage of ships.
Though, according to Turkish officials, Kyiv and Moscow are approaching the scheme positively, there are several challenges regarding this so-called grain corridor. The insurance of the ships and products, the clearing of the mines en route, and how payments will be made are all issues yet to be resolved.
Meanwhile, both sides also have demands. While Moscow wants some Western sanctions imposed on its insurance industry to be lifted, Ukraine is requesting security assurances in Odessa ports. Turkish presidential spokesman Ibrahim Kalın has stressed that even if all parties agreed on a protocol for the safe passage of shipments from Ukraine via Turkey soon, it would take about 5 weeks to launch such an operation. Mihal Badvid, CGTN, Ankara.